704, taxi on deck.
Thrust up. Check control surfaces. Good ailerons. Good rudder.
Hello, I'm Tactical Pascale. Welcome to the channel. I hope this finds you all safe and well. This is my review of the Rising Squall campaign by Inverted for DCS World.
Our mission is to support friendly ground operations. Aegis 1 and Aegis 2 provide CAS for friendly ground forces.
For this review, I'm only going to include footage of the first mission because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. So, the Rising Squall campaign puts you in the cockpit of the FA-18C Hornet in DCS World. The campaign's driven by an intricate and cinematic storyline that attempts to marry the easily accessible Ace Combat games with the more advanced systems found in DCS World. The campaign blurb tells us that it's set in NE053 in the Inverted World. There's a global energy crisis, and the discovery of Chunium 500 brings conflict and competition between nations. In the campaign, you're a private security company pilot, and the missions require you to be able to perform almost all the tasks an FA-18 is capable of in DCS World. That being said, the learning curve isn't too steep. Each mission comes with its own custom kneeboards, and they include guidance on where you can find the information and the manuals of tasks that you need to be able to do. And there's guides, as you can see in the top right there, and objectives to find your way around the actual mission itself, so you never really get lost. There are custom liveries, visual novels, and professional voice actors have been used to help immerse you in this fictional world, although, to be fair, they do make you cringe from time to time.
Take it easy. Aegis is Ace, Aegis 2, full of our bones. She will silence the enemies in an instant.
I mean, really? Wow.
Captain was the one who contributed the most. You're no more than a...
The musical score is provided by Keiki Kobayashi of Ace Combat fame, and this further lends itself to being DCS Air Combat. Now, if you're a new player coming to DCS, it's going to provide a fun, familiar console-esque experience, but for those of us who've been playing it for years, it's an entirely different experience. Some of us are really going to enjoy it, and others will want to burn it with the fire of 1,000 suns for everything it represents.
0 for 30 miles.
By tying the mission and track files together, Inverted has managed to provide the same cinematic start to missions found in Ace Combat and the Battlefield series. However, as fun as interesting as they are and technically adept as he is at doing them, I really didn't enjoy the part where you had to auto-tank. I preferred doing that myself. As an overall experience, it puts across the feeling of being part of a large multiplayer battle. The voice-acted comms keep quiet parts of the mission interesting and often amusing, as I alluded to earlier.
3-4, turn heading 150. Intercept left Bennett. I got the right one.
It never feels quiet. There's always something going on, and there's always something to pay attention to with regards to the actual developing storyline.
We're almost on target.
I've played a few other campaigns in DCS, and I often found them to be a little bit lacking in atmosphere. But Rising Squall turns up to 11, and it doesn't stop. It's not apologetic for what it is and what it represents as an experience to the user. It's like a neon rave that bombards the senses. But then again, some of us just prefer classic rock or a wee bit of smooth jazz.
Enemy rocket launch site immediately.
It's out now on the Eagle Dynamics store, and you can pick it up on Steam. It's $19.99 on the Eagle Dynamics store. It does, of course, require you to have the F-18 Hornet. The map it uses is the Persian Gulf, so you're going to need both of those modules to actually fly in the campaign. It says that the supercarrier is desired but not required, but again, if you've got the supercarrier, it's not going to be a problem. I do recommend checking it out. You're either going to love it or you're absolutely going to hate it, But either way, it's a totally different experience in DCS, and the feeling of just flying around to that sort of electric music provided by Keiki Kobayashi is something entirely different. And the first takeoff is a strange one, because you're there in DCS with all your normal buttons, knobs and dials to use, but then you've got this banging Ace Combat soundtrack in the background. It's different. I don't know if I love it or hate it, to be honest. It's different. Anyway, that's my quick review of the Rising Squall campaign. If it's helped you, or if you just like the channel, please click that subscribe button. The Falklands interview, the South Atlantic interview, will be coming with Razbam very soon, so stay tuned to the channel, and I'll catch you all later. Until next time, Tactical Pascale, out!
Altitude.